I'm Jason.
I'm Todd.
This is our little child Ziggy. Say hello, Ziggy.
Hi, Ziggy.
And we're the Glamping Guys.
You know, it's funny. You look like the Grinch, and he looks like Max the dog, so who does that make me?
Oh, I know, right?
Who?
Hi, I'm Jason, and this is Ziggy, and we want to wish you happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
And I'm Todd. We are the Glamping Guys, and welcome to our holiday special. We've got some big news for you guys. So without further ado, Jason, take it away.
All right, guys. So, as a lot of you know, I do have a tendency to ramble, so please bear with me, but I do have my notes, so I will be looking at them once in a while, and as you know, Ziggy even thinks I ramble sometimes. So, we have a secret Santa treat that we are pulling out of our stuffed stockings for you. As a lot of you know, in our very first About Us video, we had a 2-year goal to upgrade into an RV, still live here locally, but be able to go out and travel further and longer, and hopefully get out of the state of Florida once in a while. Well, we did the math and we did the finances, and we think that we can do it this year. So our big Santa secret reveal is this May, we are selling the house and we are going to upgrade into an RV. So I have my notes now, so I need to look at them to kind of stay on check. We have already started the process, and we've been kind of keeping it a little bit of a secret from you guys, but this is the big Christmas spectacular Secret Santa reveal. I thought it would be helpful to go over some different points and tips to hopefully inspire all of you out in the YouTube world on what we are doing ourselves to make this transition work for us. Everyone is different, but for us, we are very logistical, and if we spread it out into smaller challenges, we don't get as overwhelmed. The very first thing that we did this past prior 6 months in March, we had to return our first car. So we decided, hey, let's see if we can just live with one car, use all of that extra money from car payments and car insurance, start paying down our debt, and also put a lot of that extra money into savings so we can hopefully just save up and pay for a truck with cash, or at least have a nice big hefty down payment to put on the truck. As all of you know, we already talked about Operation Declutter. So I'm just going to kind of give you some things that we have done. The very first thing we did was we removed everything off the walls except for what we were going to leave on the walls for stage in the house when we put it on the market. So we have already spackled, we have already painted, so that's done. That was very easy to do. The next thing that we did was we have already donated most of our clothes and a lot of our household items. We are down to 1 set of dishware. We have gotten rid of most of our kitchen stuff that we're not going to be needing to bring into the RV, as well as we have given away furniture. We have sold furniture on Craigslist. For example, the very first thing I did was I sold our entire patio furniture. It took about a week. The entire back patio is completely empty. So I feel we're ahead of the game, if you will. The other thing that we did was we have already cleaned out the majority of the garage and the shed. Everything else left in the garage and the shed is going to stay with the house. We plan on selling the house furnished. so we don't have to worry about taking any of this larger stuff with us once we upgrade. The other thing that we just recently did was we just sold our hutch. A friend of ours just bought a house. It worked out perfectly because we wanted to get rid of this really large hutch to open up the dining room area so it would make our home more sellable and looking much more open for staging purposes. So the next 6-month plan that we have now going forward is we still have a few large house projects that we're going to spread out over the next 6 months. For example, I'm going to repaint the driveway. I'm debating if I'm going to repaint the garage floor. It's pretty scuffy, so I think if I just put a nice clean coat of garage floor paint, it would really make the garage look much more new and nicer. Some smaller projects that we have, we're going to paint the inside of the closets. We need to finish some little paint touch-ups. For example, we need to go around and clean the molding and touch up the scruff marks on the molding as well. We also plan on pressure washing the patios. I'm debating if I'm going to actually pressure wash the house itself to get it looking really nice. We also just had a new roof put on the house a few years ago, and we also put in a brand new air conditioning system a few years ago. Our house, we feel, is already turnkey ready. We just have to get all these little small projects and a few of the little bigger ones finished up by the end of April. What we're going to be doing when we get to the month of April is we're going to bring in carpet cleaners, have them clean and freshen up the carpets. We're going to polish the wood floors. We're going to clean all the windows, and we're also going to get on our hands and knees and scrub the hell out of the tile and get that grout looking all white. Because, you know, people love having clean looking tile and grout when they're looking at homes. After we do all of the cleaning and the scrubbing and the last of the touch-ups and the last of the house stuff that we need to prepare for to put it on the market, the last thing we're going to be doing is listing our house. So we're giving ourselves the end of April. Fingers crossed, May is the best month of the year to put your house on the market, and our neighborhood is hot right now. We live about 3 blocks from a middle school. There's tons of families that live in the neighborhood. Homes literally sell within a week in our neighborhood. So we're hoping in May that we're going to get a really good deal, and going forward, we should be able to sell our house very, very quickly. We're going to have a realtor come in probably the first week of May, assess everything, and hopefully there won't be anything else that we'll need to do. So then at that point, we're going to start moving everything over to the in-laws. We're very fortunate. Todd's mom only lives a few miles from us. Over the next 6 months, we're going to start packing things that we're going to be bringing into our RV. We're going to do boxes and storage bins. So in the month of May, we're going to start moving all of that over to the in-laws' garage. They have already cleared a space for us. And we're going to live in the guest room, literally out of our suitcases, if you will. And we have the luxury of time on our side. We are just going to live there, wait for the house to sell, and then with the money we get from the house, because as you know, we would like to do this as debt-free as possible. So we're hoping to get a really nice check from selling the house. We're going to use the majority of that to hopefully be able to buy, fingers crossed, an RV, or at least put down a big down payment, and then we'll use some of that money as well for paying off some of our credit card debt, which we've already actually been doing for this past 6 months. So again, we feel we're ahead of the game, and so far it's going really, really smoothly for us. We are also going to be recording the whole experience for all of you. So we're going to be sharing all of our experiences. We actually know someone that has a truck dealership. We're not looking for special treatment, but we just want a really good deal. So also in April is when we're planning on buying the truck. I might have said that already, bear with me. But we are going to buy the truck in April. That's kind of the plan. Once we sell the house, we'll already have the truck. We'll get the hitch, install it in the back of the truck or at the end of the truck, whatever we end up doing as far as the RV. And then we are going to do 4 more trips in Wally. So the plan with Wally is after our last camping trip, we're going to put Wally up for sale. I've got some different options. Once we get settled into our new home on wheels, then we will be starting the next journey of our channel where we will be starting to share with you videos about our whole experience moving in, storage, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. There's all kinds of stuff out there already on YouTube, but we're the glamping guys. We don't camp, we glamp. We always like to make it more fun. So we hope that we will be able to bring to the table, if you will, new videos about some of the same content, but done with a different glamtastic light and shine about them, if you will. With all that said, I just wanted to thank all of you YouTubers out there for coming along, following us on our journey. We've had this channel for about 4 to 5 months now. We love all of you so much. We wish all of you happy holidays, much love, much peace, much joy. May the universe and the glamping gods shine down upon you. So I think now we're going to give it over to Todd, and he's going to talk about the RVs. Woohoo!
Ziggy's making his holiday noises. Ziggy's very excited. Much like Rudolph's magical nose, we are positively glowing with excitement over this next stage of our adventure. I've been staring at RV floor plans for months, going on a year now. I'm kind of obsessed. I'm also kind of addicted to RV lots. Whenever I drive by one, I get this little itch, and I'm like, do I have time to stop? Can we do it? Anyway, we've already looked at a lot of RVs. Back 3 years ago, our first big trip to go kick some tires, we went down to Lazy Days in Tampa. Great big RV lot, gave us tons of ideas. And then recently, in that video that we showed you, we went to a great dealership that's local and looked at some options just for more and more inspiration. And right now, we're currently very inspired by Keystone. That's sort of our favorite brand right now. There are a lot of things we like about it. Number one, the quality, the craftsmanship, and also the fact that they specifically design RVs for people who are doing full-time RV living. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be living locally, sort of traveling around the Orlando area. We'll get to that later. But that's sort of our goal, is to live locally, but to still have that sense of freedom to be able to go where we want to. Change our backyard whenever we like. So we like that about Keystone, that they really focus on the full-time RV people. The 2 lines that we're primarily interested in are the Alpine line and mostly really the Montana. We love the Montana. 32 to 35 feet. We think that's pretty much the sweet spot for the size that we want for our RV. We might go a little bit bigger, but right now we're thinking around 35 feet. And there's a couple of models in the Alpine and in the Montana lines that we really, really like. Before I get into those specifics, here's some stuff that I look for when I'm looking at an RV floor plan. Number one, well, we like to sit kind of like this, next to each other, watch some TV. So it would be great to have some really nice, theater-style seating. And also, it would be great if our TV was right there in front of us. Another thing that we really need is storage, especially for me, because I love to cook. A nice big pantry in the kitchen area. And also storage all around, because let's face it, we're not elves. We are full-grown sized men, and we need to carry our stuff around with us. We're living small, but we're not living so tiny to where we can't carry around our basic daily and weekly needs. And number 3 on our list of most important things, the residential fridge. Ooh, especially the kinds with the big French doors, frosty cool, big freezer at the bottom. Oh, I can store so much food in there and make all sorts of wonderful meals, holiday meals or not. So those are our 3 big sort of requirements as we look. And the 2 models I'm going to share with you right now tick all those boxes. Keystone 3121 RL is a great model. We like it because it's 35 feet, it's kind of in that sweet spot. You walk into this beautiful kitchen with an island, and I don't mean the island of misfit toys, I mean a beautiful kitchen island with a sink for prep work and all that good stuff. There's a great, residential fridge to your left, beautiful theater seating with a TV right in front. So, we can be sharing the space. Jason can be playing his video games, and I can be chopping up food, and we're sharing the space, but we're still able to do our own thing. So that's one model that we really like. The second model that we really like is the Alpine 3301 GR, and I think GR stands for Great Room. But a cool thing about this one, it's very innovative, I think, is that you actually, for a change, because a lot of times with RVs you walk right into the kitchen, with this one you actually walk into the living room. And then the kitchen is sort of delineated to your left with this nice long bar, plus there's a built-in desk. So Mr. Magical Editor over here, when he's doing all of his magical effects, which I'm sure you're going to be seeing like literally right now in this video, he can be doing that in his own special designated space. So we really like that model for that reason. So we're thinking we're going to start off a little bit smaller. So, down the road, it's possible that we might outgrow this smaller fifth wheel and we might want something a little bit larger. So thankfully Keystone has some great big like Pimp Daddy models with tons of storage that are really, really great. They're like luxury apartments on wheels. But we're just going to see where the road takes us. And most importantly, when we make this big transition in a few months now, yay, we're just going to keep our minds and our options open and compromise as we always do, and just find the RV that's best for us. It might not even be a Keystone. Who knows? Maybe some amazing like used Jayco Pinnacle might come on the market. Yeah. And speaking of which, we definitely want to get a used RV for two reasons. Number one, the price is going to be better. And number two, hopefully, fingers crossed, all the kinks will be worked out. So as I said earlier, we're going to be living local, but sort of moving around. We've got 3 or 4 different locations, like RV parks and RV resorts and stuff like that, that we're thinking about living like, for 3 or 4 months and then keep satelliting around the area. And of course, taking longer and more sort of elaborate trips in our new rig. Yeah, we cannot wait for that to show you even more glamping adventures. But frankly, every day is going to be a glamping adventure. So with all that in mind, thank you guys so much for your viewership, and have a happy, fabulous holiday. And Jason, is there anything else you would like to say?
Again, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and we send you much love and peace, and we are just so grateful for all of you and for all of your awesome comments and for getting our vibe. So thank you very, very much. And Ziggy thanks you. Say thank you, Ziggy. Can you say thank you? Can you do it one more time? Say thank you. Good boy. Good boy.
With all that in mind, we have one more sugar plum fairy bedazzled surprise for you right now. So guys, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all this wonderful opportunity to create original music. Just makes my heart sing. It's so great to be able to put out original stuff, to write it and record it and put it out there for all of you guys. So thank you so much for your viewership. And in keeping with that, I've decided to do an original take on a holiday classic. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it's been to ride in Wally the Winnebago. Hey, jingle bells, jingle merrily. We're gonna get a pickup truck and a sweet fifth wheel RV. Glamping down the road in a big pimped out RV. Laughing as we go, oh so gaily. Watching miles go by, hearing Ziggy bark. We'll be doing so much more than visiting state parks. Hey, jingle bells, jingle time is here. Have a happy holiday and a glamtastic new year. So guys, may all your rainbow-colored candy wishes come true. May your days be sprinkled with Santa's magical fairy dust. And most importantly, have a glamperific holiday. And stay tuned.
Leave a comment to say hi. If you like us, please subscribe. And if you don't, our little fluffy dog will attack you.